Well, good morning, folks. It's a beautiful day on the ridge here. Just beautiful. It's November, beginning of November. In Alberta, it'd be snowing probably, but here I'm just moving my solar panels, grabbing a bit of sunshine. Probably move them over there. I'm going to move the truck and then move the solar panels. So we'll put it on fast forward, and then I will give you a tour of our excellent unit. The heated sun porch, insulated RV. We're all set for all season. See you in a bit. A little bit shaded, but you know, it's hard to get a solid patch. We had a solid patch this morning. Hi Amber. Hi there. Yeah, you're a nice puppy. So here's our covered in porch. Boy, we have that porch up to 35 degrees Celsius, but you can damper it, but it sure heats up. This is the yard. We have a couple sheds. Yeah, good gasoline shed. This is our generator. It's it's a Benchmark 4500, 12-liter tank, so runs for, you can get about 8 hours out of a tank, and it has a 5-year warranty, and it's not even a year old. So it's remote control as well. So we have the remote control. That's all. We just start it from in the house. I've never actually pulled that thing to start. And I've got a couple plugs plugged in here. I have this is the heat tape. Every time the generator runs, the heat tape will run. And this is a cord going to the laundry. So every time the generator runs, it's giving power to those units. We have a 100 amp charger. So it's like, it puts a little bit of a load on it, but the generator's 4,500 watts. It can run a lot. It's not the hugest, but it's not the smallest. And you don't want too big of a generator, or else you're using too much fuel. Okay, so we sealed everything up. Taped, sealed, insulated, and the sewers are all there, just standard sewer gates. So this is what we did. We insulated the whole addition, and that warms everything right up. And the whole front's insulated. And yeah, so that's a tour basically. We have the two big propane tanks. We have one filled up here. It's right full. It has almost 80%. You can see it right there. So in the winter, it's optional. We could have two of them here, have another one full. But with the wood stove, we're not blowing through as much propane because we're using the wood stove a lot. And yeah, we have a nice little shed here with a solar light. So you come inside here And I got all my tools. The solar light comes on. That's nice. You're not scrambling for a flashlight. So nice to have a little tool shed. I'm a bit of a technician, so I do my own low voltage. I used to have a solar business, so, and a fire alarm business and a security business. But those were the old days. So yeah, you have to know low voltage for all that stuff. So this is a bit of fun for me, but it's easy. Rollable panels. We have 1120 watts sitting here, hooked in parallel. We have a Victron Smart Shunt, Victron MPPT with expansion. It's good for 100 amps. We're only at about 2/3 its capacity, so you could have another one of these rolling panels on the Victron MPPT if you wanted. So yeah, so here we are. We run a 1,000 watt inverter. Uses least power. We have electric fridge, an energy efficient 311 kilowatt hour per year fridge, brand new. Got rid of the old one. It uses half the power. So that little 1,000 watt inverter, and we have 400 amps worth of batteries, LFPs. So the 1,000 watt inverter will get us through a lot longer. You know, we wake up in the morning, there's 70% batteries left. With the 3,000 watt inverter, we wake up in the morning, we're at 40%. So to run a 3,000 watt inverter, to run a little dinky fridge, which probably only needs a 500 watt inverter, is overkill. You're activating a lot of inverter. They run about 10 watts per 1,000. So you'll consume 10 watts. So I have a 1,000 watt inverter. That inverter, to have it on, will cost me 10 watts all the time. 3,000 watts is 30 watts. And that's 3 times the consumption, just all night. So all night just 10 watts, all night just 30 watts. It makes a huge difference when you're living off grid. So we have this design so it's very balanced, and if the sun's out and we can harvest a bit of energy, we might not have to run the generator, even here in November. Okay, well that's it for November. And you want to know more about what we're doing out here, it's Creekside Tales. Creekside Tales on YouTube, and Creekside Tales also on the internet, creeksidetales.ca. Okay, well it's time for me to move the panels. So you notice the shading has gone. We have some solid sun over there, so I'm going to move the panels across, unless we're getting solid sun here too. But I don't think we are. We have shading, but over there we have some solid sun. So that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. It's not bad. It's not a bad job making your own power. You're your own power company. I know the communities around us have had several power outages, but we've never experienced one of them. We've always had internet. We have always had lights and water out here because we make our own power. We're the power company. We're in charge. It does change it, and it does save you a ton of money. A ton of money, because it's quite cheap making your own power. Here's how we do it. Wow, look at my cozy little bed here. Oops, the temperature thing dropped. How hot is it? Did it get? It got to 30, 86. I didn't wait that long, but I'm going to put it back up over here. and then I'm going to go relax.
Looks like Lila likes the bed.
So what do you do on a rainy day? Nothing, we're sitting by the fire. Lila wants to do something. We went for a walk. The kitty's passed out on the couch. Well, we're gonna make borscht today. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of borscht. It involves beets from the ground. We're gonna make that today. First thing I'm gonna do is, it's kind of a stew, you put potatoes in it and a bunch of stuff. It's just a big stew, but as soon as it has beets in it, they call it borscht because it turns red. So I really like it. It's really healthy. You can put hamburger in, but we're gonna fry up some bacon, campfire bacon, and we're gonna put that in the borscht. So let's get going. Well, I think our bacon is done, nice and crispy. We're going to take it off and get ready to do some beets. So stick with us. Well, here's the beets, folks. This is what they look like coming out of the ground. You don't want to cut them or anything. We're going to boil them, and then we'll skin them and they'll just spit right out once we heat them up, right, huh?
Yep.
So we're just going to put these in here. It's not boiling yet, but I guess they can boil with it.
Yep.
And that'll get the... Well, it looks like it's boiling. Never pick that up with your hands. Okay, we're just gonna, it's not even boiled long enough. Should we leave the lid on, hon? Okay, we'll let them boil.
So they're not cooked, but I can stick the fork in it without too much, so they're great for peeling. So it's a little bit like blanching, except they cook for much longer, but now I'm just going to go soak them in a cold water bath. Could you take that off? Smell like dirt.
Yeah, I like the smell of them.
Yeah, I do too.
So blanching, you just
Well,
you're colding?
Blanching is actually for canning, like you only leave your stuff in for like a minute. Mm-hmm. So our beets have been in for probably a good 15 minutes on the stove. But I just want them to stop cooking now because we'll cook them in the stew.
Right. So we just want to peel them.
Yeah, so we're just going to let them And just to show you how easy, I gotta get gloves, but it literally just peels off. So that'll be the next step. We gathered our ingredients, so we have potatoes, beets. The beets are cooked and cooled. Onion. We like a little bit of tomatoes, so we're gonna boost it with some tomato sauce. Here's our spices. We just have pink salt, pepper, and some garlic. And this is chicken broth. If I had carrots, I'd put that in. If we had cabbage, we would put that in, but we don't, so this is how we're gonna do it. So beets. You notice the gloves? Beets stain everything red. The water was red. You can actually, I don't know if you can tell, but that water is pink in the bottom. And we haven't even cut them. So now I'm gonna cut off the root, and then I'm gonna.
And these aren't even cooked.
Nope.
We're just getting rid of the.
Yeah. So we boil them for probably about 10 minutes, and then we cool them in water for about the same. Well, normally they slip off a little bit better, but that's fine. We could have cooked them a little bit longer, but a little bit firmer, they're easy to grate. So anyways, I'm just going to quickly peel off these beets.
Okay.
And then we'll catch up then.
Okay, we got everything shredded up, potatoes cut up, everything's ready to go.
Here's the bacon that Vern cooked earlier, and we're just going to soften the onions a little bit. We're not going to go for clear. Alright, so here's our chicken broth and water. Give it a swirl. And make sure we get the goodness out of the bottom. Alright, so we'll keep that handy because we might need to add more water. So here's our potatoes, and this is the veggie that needs to cook. If we had carrots, we'd be putting them in now too. So we have that in here. With the beets, we're not going to actually put them all in. We're going to put in a lot of them to bring out that nice pink color. And you do want to use red beets for borscht because look at instant. But we are going to reserve some of these beets to add in towards the end just for a fresher beet taste because these ones will cook out.
Oh, so we can have some stringy stuff in
Yeah.
there. Okay, well, I like lots of stringy stuff.
Exactly. So just going to get rid of that. So we'll leave that there.
Well, that was a good piece. Good cook.
So here is some pink salt, garlic, and pepper. And not that I'm raving about pink salt, it's what we had. So we're using it.
Pink salt? Oh,
Yeah. And just to give it a little bit of a tomatoey richness, I'm adding in just some garlic and onion, good old Canada red sauce, probably about half the jar. Well, let's go half.
it's getting pretty full, eh? That thing?
Yep.
I don't think you have room for anything.
Nope, we're gonna just let's leave it at that. It'll reduce a bit as it cooks.
Do you leave it open?
We will. It should come to a boil here in no time. And this is probably going to cook for a good hour at least on here.
Okay.
Potatoes are pretty soft and they've gone orange. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put these fresh beets in. And we're just going to let them heat through for just a few minutes.
Now, do you want it on higher heat?
Nope. Oops. We'll just let them warm up nice. Awesome. Nice thing about cooking on the stove is you don't have to worry about little spills like that.
It's come to a boil, eh? Nicely.
Yeah, so we're just gonna watch it, and we are gonna boil it without the lid to let it reduce a bit, and then we'll just make sure, of course, it doesn't boil dry. Look how much hotter it is next to the stove.
Yeah. Wow.
I think we'll just put it up here. You can already smell the bacon and the garlic. Woo. Yep, so we just gotta stir it occasionally.
Well, that's looking good, eh?
Yeah. So you can see the beets that we just added.
The beet, oh yeah, the raw beets. Wow, I was hungry. I was waiting all day for this. I'll put a little in mine too. I might add a bit of pepper, because that's what I do. It's not too peppery. Your pepper all boiled out.
My pepper was to flavor 2 liters of water and stock, right?
It's a Ukrainian dish, eh?
Well, there's Ukrainian, Lithuanian, Russian borscht, and I'm guessing that everybody's borscht pot is going to be just a little bit different. Usually we add carrots and carrots, cabbage, all of that, but but it's nice with the bacon.
It's like a stew, a beet stew, eh? Can only put so much in it.
Yeah, the pot only takes so much. Anyways, real good.
Well, we're just finishing up our borscht. Not very much left. Amazing how that big... Well, you're going to give her a bowl?
No, we already did.
Well, yeah, we gave the neighbors a bowl. One didn't record.
Here, I just need to grab the ladle. So here, let me reach in front of you for 1 sec and just take these without flinging beet stuff everywhere.
Okay, so sour cream, a little bit of pepper, and a sprinkle of garlic. Give it a good stir. I think it's better the second day.
Oh, I do too. I don't know why. It's good.
So hot in here in this porch. We ran a video on it on Sunday where we installed all the stove and stuff. I had to put my shorts on, take my socks off. It's so hot. So it's nice. Then we go in the camper to cool off. Well, thanks for joining me for lunch. See you later. Lila's gonna do a clear out, make sure there's no danger. That's what she's doing. She's sounding an alarm. Hey, we're coming. She smells that something's been out here, so I don't know what it is. I can't talk dog. Can't smell dog either. So. But they know. They know if it's a coyote or a bear or a wolf or wildcat. They know. So they sound the alarm. Hey, we're coming. And they can tell from the smells, like the other animals' urine smells. How many days, how many hours, they can tell. There she is up there. Check that spot out. Is it all good? All good? So we're just going to keep going.
Check, check, check 1, check 2, check, check.